What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Doing the second subscriber requested course of the day here. First video I just did was the Legacy Golf Club. Go check that one out. That should be the video right before this one. As for this video, like I mentioned, subscriber requested course, we are playing Westminster Trails in London, Ontario, Canada, courtesy of the much appreciated and loyal subscriber Uneven Par. Shout out, like always, to Uneven Par for all the support you show the channel. Without people like you that comment, leave likes, give me requests, basically the effort that you put into not only watching but engaging with the channel, my channel and the videos wouldn't be anywhere near what they are without people like you. So shout out to Uneven Par. He said you can also try Westminster Trails in London, Ontario, playing there Friday. Open link style course with a few interesting holes, including an island green on hole 17, or hole 11 rather. Sorry about that. Island green on hole 11. So, looking forward to seeing what that looks like. Not exactly looking forward to possibly putting one in the water on 11, but it is what it is. Like I mentioned, first round I played, it was another subscriber requested course. It was a little bit more challenging. It was a course that Good I guess has played, or someone from Good has played. This one, because it was a link style, Uneven Par was saying that it's pretty open. I figured I'd do this one second just so when the fatigue starts creeping in, etc. Maybe a little bit easier style of course. But there were two different blue tee boxes, I believe the color was, and I picked the one that had the higher rating and higher slope, the course rating and the slope. So we're gonna give it a go. Took a little bit of a break in between, like a 5-minute break if that. Had an Amazon delivery that I went and checked out, but wasn't striking the ball the best in the first round. So hopefully kind of reset a little bit, hit some better shots here. I mentioned it in the first video, but I came out a few days ago and had one of my best, if not my best ever, it was only about 45 minutes back here hitting balls, and I was hitting the balls so good, just flushing everything. And I put 2 and 2 together after, but one of the feelings I had was basically kind of slinging the ball out to the right and really working on turning it over, and I was hitting everything basically 5 yards left or right either way, which was really good for me. But the feeling that I had, I saw a video that I put 2 and 2 together. Basically the feeling is similar to if anyone's played tennis out there, basically putting topspin on the ball. So you're kind of starting out to the right, kind of slinging it, and the feeling is with your forearms just kind of turning it over and trying to think about putting, like I said, hitting a forehand. Works the same thing with your left hand, but just hitting a golf or a tennis ball with putting topspin on it instead of kind of coming across it, or obviously you wouldn't hit the tennis ball straight up in the air. So trying to have the ball almost nosedive. I think I overcompensated and did a little bit too much of that last round, so I wasn't hitting it great. My miss was low and left, but considering sometimes I have the slice going, I guess a miss to the left and have a manageable miss left is more preferred than a high spinny one short and right. So we're gonna give it a go. Hopefully, again, this is only my second time coming out here. Probably had higher expectations because I hit the ball so good last time I picked up a club. But hopefully we can build on it and keep dialing in some of these swing changes, swing thoughts, etc. Real quick for the rundown, Garmin Approach R10 behind me on the DIY level stand, Country Club Elite mat, Callaway Super Fast balls, DIY stance mat, 10x7 nets, and Home Tee Hero you're seeing here within the Garmin Golf app. So, without further ado, we're going to get into it. I mentioned it again, usually my schedule has been I come out here and I play, by the time I set everything up, which is a little bit of a pain, but spend the time setting everything up to record. I almost always play 2 rounds out here, but I think I tweaked my right pec about a week ago, whenever the last time I came out here and did the buff bogey, and then I re-aggravated it when I worked out a few days later. So I'm opting for 2 subscriber requested courses today instead of the subscriber requested course first, or a Pete Dye course first and then a buff bogey. So I'm gonna hold off on the push-ups for at least another couple more days. But here we go. First hole, 361, par 4, dogleg right, up 7 yards over there. Let's see if I can launch the ball a little bit higher, make some better contact. Throughout those 18 holes last time, I don't really feel the last drive of the day on 18, I gave it a little bit of extra, and that was probably my best hit ball, but there wasn't any tee shot across those 18 holes that I really felt good about. So hopefully, I mean ideally we started off with a good one right now, but hopefully we get a few good ones where I hit the ball and immediately think or say, all right, that was actually struck well. High on the face, out to the right. It's not going to come back a whole lot, but at least it was up in the air. That was more of a pop-up. It's coming back, actually. That was a pop-up, but considering I was nosediving everything low and left last time, at least that's a step somewhat in the right direction. It's playable. Second shot, 108 up 2. So we're going to go 48, and I'm going to try my best. Usually I have a pretty good feel for a 100-yard shot with this choke down. Got to obviously put an extra 10 yards on it, but we'll see. Caught it thin. It's going to be right side. We're going to get it to work. Go. All right. Pretty poor strike. Decent result, though. Hard to start it off. Got some sweet tea packets in the water bottles today, so no Gatorade. I think the hot, humid days are, unfortunately, I know I complain when it was too hot, then I complain when it's too cold, but I think unfortunately the hot, humid days are behind us, so maybe switching over to some sweet tea instead of the desperate need for Gatorade out here. Not even sweating, didn't even break a sweat in the first one. There's been times over the past 2, 3, 4 months I come out here and I'm drenched in sweat before I even start playing, but second hole, par 4, we're even through 1, 365. Uneven par was right. This is pretty open link style. Should be good though. If I start hitting it even worse, hopefully it doesn't happen, but hit it even worse than I did the first one, at least be a nice open layout to where I can get away with some poorly hit shots. Low on the face up the right. I was overcompensating going too much with that topspin tennis feel in the first round. Tried to correct it, go back a little bit more towards neutral. Now I'm too far the other way. I gotta go back. It's not one thing, it's another. Second shot, 114. We're in the rough, so we need another 11, 12 yards on this. So that puts us to 125, 126. Should be a full 48. Usually hit it to about 125 with a full swing with this club. That's gonna be short right. Hopefully it catches the front side of the green. I popped that up. Go, 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 go. It's not gonna get there. I leaned back on that. I kind of fell out of it. Got to have a little more weight forward, get through the ball more, compress it a little bit more. That one I kind of held back and kind of popped it up. Not great. See if we can scramble though and scrape out a par with a inner circle wedge shot here. 22 plus another 2.2. So actually, I pulled the 60. I'm going to go 56 instead. Need about 24, 25. I'm going to go 56 degree. Wedges were actually one of the better aspects of the round last time. That saved me on some holes. Didn't put up the best score in the world, but it definitely wasn't terrible. So generally I have been having struggles with the wedges. Some of the wedge shots last time kind of saved me. Yard or two left. No read. Luckily didn't have a ton of those last time. Looks like we're gonna have to do it again. That was even further left. Alright, gonna drop a stroke there. It's gonna put us to 1 over. I've said it before. this stupid game of golf we play, it's crazy how literally a couple days ago I had debatably my best ever range session back here, hitting the ball, just ball striking wise. Everything was dead straight. I was flushing the ball. I was seeing 5 to 10 yards extra distance because I was hitting it so good across the bag. And then today I come out, high expectations, feeling good about my swing, and then strike it pretty poor. It's crazy how you can go from so good to so bad relatively close to each other. All right. Par 5, third hole, 471. But as with life and other things, almost never you're going to have, no matter what you're trying to improve in or get better at, you're not going to have just a straight line of progression all the way. There's going to be peaks and valleys. You're going to get better, get worse, take a step forward, 3 steps back, 4 steps forward, etc. So as long as we're slowly but surely getting a little bit better as time goes on. Straighter but really low in the face. That's gonna be a low line drive up the middle. Similar to last time too, it's not even, that swing wasn't even that poor, it's just the contact. If I launch that a little bit higher, I'm getting 275 out of that swing. It's just how low I caught that on the face. It barely gets off the ground. It's a low runner, versus if I launch that a little bit higher, again, that's a same, it could be the same exact swing, it's just the contact on the club face. That's a 275 yard swing all day long if I just get the ball a little bit closer to the middle of the club face. Oh boy. This could be a little tricky here. So we've got 228. If I hit it good, I can definitely get the 5 there. The other day, I mentioned in the first video, I was hitting everything so good. I think it's similar to, apologize if you guys watched the last one, I'm repeating myself, but similar to like a day like today, you're not hitting it great and you kind of sometimes spiral downward. Same thing with the Buff Bogey series. When I start doing push-ups, hit a bad shot, do push-ups, and then it gets worse as you get more fatigued. It was kind of the opposite the other day for a change. Come out, you're hitting everything good to start it, and then you kind of just build confidence and it snowballs in a positive direction to where I was striking this 5 iron and I got a couple times 240, 245 out of it. Don't expect to do that right now, but I say that because we need to carry this probably at least 220, 215, 220 to clear that water. So we need a more than halfway decent strike here. All right, hit it pretty good. Tad heavy, it's gonna be up the right. I didn't release the club enough. It's gonna miss the green to the right, but it'll have the distance to get over that water. What's that saying? It's a game about manageable misses or something. It's not how good your golf can be, but it's about making your bad golf better. It's just the difference between shooting pretty good scores consistently is just limiting those super bad shots to something like that. I mean, that obviously wasn't a great shot. We still got 26 yards, but like a manageable miss versus something off the planet or into the woods. I just butchered that, but I think you get the point. 26 yards, down 1, and then another 2.6. So 27 and a half, approximately. Going back to the 56. Got to play, obviously, right between 25 and 30 here. Oh, that was really, really thin. That might be off the back of the green. Sit, land soft. All right. So much for my wedges saving me. Even that, one round, that was literally, I took like 5-10 minutes, if that, in between rounds. I was hitting the wedges decent and they were saving me a couple times with the score, and then I go and do that. Crazy how it can go from good to bad. One thing works one round and then it goes to crap, and then pick it up somehow with another aspect of your game. But 1 over through 3, fourth hole, par 3, 165, down 4. So 161. Gonna go 9 iron. Kind of an in-between number. I like playing the 9 closer to like 155. But the 8 iron is going to be too much, so 9 iron it is. Left it out to the right. That was spinny high one off the heel. Not great. 150 on a 153 on a miss hit, but unfortunately we needed a little bit more than that to catch the green. So we're gonna have a wedge shot here. 17 yards, gonna go 60. Should be pretty close. Maybe a yard right, but should be pretty close to that number. Alright. Good shot there. That'll do, pig. Or donkey. Fifth hole, par 4. I need some more sayings. I found myself being super repetitive with, we'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. And then Graylem gave me another saying I could use, that'll do pig, or if you guys are fans of Shrek, first thing that came to mind is that'll do donkey from back in the day. But if you guys have any more, I can get in my head and hopefully mix up the saying so I'm not saying the same thing over and over again. Fifth hole, par 4, 1 over, 393. Pretty straight, a little bit of a dogleg left. Just one. I just want one well-struck drive. A little bit better. Still low, and it's going to be up the left. It was launched a little bit better, though. .269 into the rough. We're gonna have tree trouble now. Looks like we are. Oh boy, so we got 2 trees. We got a short one and a tall one. We've got 124, down 2, plus another 12.4. So that puts us at 122 plus 12 is 134, 136. That would be a good pitching wedge, but I think there's a high likelihood we catch these trees. So I'm gonna go 9 iron because I think there's a high likelihood we catch these trees and it's gonna kill some distance. So I'm just gonna hit a 9, like a smooth 9, and hopefully if I get 150, 155, 160, whatever out of it, the trees will take it off. I mean, maybe I'll choke down a little bit, we'll see. Basically this is just a hopefully you get lucky type of shot here, but well, that was hit hard and it was left. Alright. Probably could use the full pitch or the full 9 iron there. That took off a lot through those trees. Luckily, I was worried we were gonna get into that water there, but luckily we went just a little bit past it. 23 yards now. And we're in the rough, so we'll go 56. Need about 25. And I thin it again. It'll work out, but I'm still those misreads. I'm trying to limit the no reads and misreads with the R10. So if you guys notice, as of these past couple rounds, I'm kind of grounding the club beforehand just so it can kind of reset. And I'm not completely looking back, but out of the corner of my eye, I can kind of tell if it's blinking or not. But just takes me just that little bit, takes me out of my rhythm. Usually I like to waggle and then hover the club completely before, versus now I'm kind of grounding it, then I hover it quickly and then doing it. Just, it's an excuse, but it's taking me out of my rhythm a little bit. I can blame it on that, why I'm hitting it thin, but. All right, 6th hole, par 3, 195. Another in between. So usually play the 7 to about 190, 6 about 205. Just in case, probably 7 is a better play. On occasion I hit it 195, 200, so we'll see if we can strike it good. And I hit it pretty good. A little bit thin, but that should be pretty straight. If anything, that's going to be long. Land soft. Sit, 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 sit. Alright. Better strike, better swing there. We got 200 just because it was a little bit thin, but that's actually a decent distance for that loft jacked 7 iron. Alright, 1 over, through 6, 7th hole par 5, 4, 5, 7. Dog leg, pretty big dog leg too, dog leg left. I guess we'll go right at this tree. No shot we get 318, but that's the line we're taking. Hit relatively hard, but low and up the left. The rough's gonna kill it too. That's not gonna be very far. I knew I hit it hard, but 261, it's just catching everything low. I'm hesitant to start changing a whole bunch of stuff, but I guess if I had to choose, low on the face is a little bit better than high, just so I don't put a sky mark on the driver. But generally speaking, a low on the face miss is going to be shorter and spinnier versus if you hit it high on the face, like top middle of the face, it's going to be higher launching, lower spin, it's going to go further. But beggars can't be choosers at this point. We still got some work to do. We got water short, we got water long. And that's asking for trouble if we go over there. So we gotta go right at this. And this is a little bit of a tricky. So right there, we got 199 up one. So we're at 200 plus another 23. This could be trouble, but I'm gonna go 5 iron right there. Probably smarter if I laid up further back to the right and hit like a 6. But we're gonna go 5. Put a little bit of pressure on myself to hit a good 5 iron. Alright, that's going to be right, so should clear the water. Wasn't struck terribly, but didn't exactly turn it over. Based on that hole layout though, we got it to work. 91 left, up 2, so we need 93. Gonna go 48 and try to just take the best that I can, 7 yards off my 100-yard shot here. Popped it up a little bit, but felt like my 100-yard swing should be decent. Yeah, a tad long. I mean, that's about... I wish I could be a little more accurate and be able to hit it within a yard or 2 every time, but for what we were trying to do there, that was a halfway decent result for a par. 8th hole, par 3. Still got that 11th hole in the back of my head. 135 up 3. So 138. I'm gonna go pitch and wedge. When I was hitting it good the other day, I got 140, 145 out of a couple of them. Don't know if that'll happen here, but we don't need it on this one. pulled it a little bit left. We'll see. Or a lot left. "14 yards in the rough." Need about 15.4 to be exact. Going 60. Maybe a yard left, tad heavy, but might work out. Ooh, or fly it into the hole. Let's go. Haven't had one of those in a while. That helps. Did we dunk that? I'll have to look back on that. I don't know if it bounced once and then went in, or that might have gone right into the hole. That was pretty cool. Alright, back to even. That's one way to do it. 9th hole, par 4, 405. Maybe that's what we needed to turn the tides here. Maybe I'm going to stripe this. Maybe I'm going to duck hook it left. Maybe I'm going to slice it. Or maybe I'm just going to absolutely pipe this down the middle. Down 8 yards too. Be a good one to do it. We hit one. Oh. Alright, got a little bit of mark on the shaft. I think it's alright. Well, from good to bad. That's unfortunate. First time I've done that, I like twisting the club and I missed my hand when I did that. Better the shaft though than the head, so. Alright, just as I had some positive momentum going, I go and do that, but we're still gonna pipe this. Up the right. Not exactly piped, but 277 into the rough. Oh, are we right behind this tree though? I think we are. Alright. Another hidden hope situation. This one will probably hit the tree. So we got 133 down 1, puts us at 132, plus another 13 puts us at 146. I'm gonna go soft 8, just because I think we're gonna hit this tree. Heavy and left. Sit, 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 sit. Probably didn't deserve it, but we got to work out. That'll do. We're hacking our way through this for a halfway decent score, actually. Onto the back 9, 10th hole par 4. See if I can not drop my driver again. Just something today, just not exactly right. Alignment, grip, I don't know, but it just seems like I can't, no matter what I do, changing little things here and there, I just can't square the face up with any type of consistency at all. Everybody say it with me. Low and left. .248. Hitting my 4 hybrid as far as that. 121, we're in the rough. Up 3. 124 plus another 12 puts us at 134, 136. I believe if I did my math right. Going pitch and wedge. Swiped across it. That might be short right. Go. Alright, tad short right, but we got it there. Another par in the books. Alright, here we go. Island Green, 11th hole, par 3. At least there's some grass around it. 116 up 1. Alright, going 48. Gotta hit a good one. 117. I'm gonna go pretty full. Usually 48, a full 48 is about 125. That should still be backside of the green. Just in case I mishit it a little bit. Kind of fell back on it, popped it up a little bit. Could work out though. Should be pretty straight. Alright. Par train right now, somehow. Onwards we go. Even through 11, 12th hole, par 5, 505. This is what I was expecting pretty much, just a wide open hole. For the link style, that is. Alright, let's give this one a little bit of a ride. We got tons of room left and right. Let's actually hit this. Alright. That was similar to the 18th hole in the last one. Still not hit perfect, but that was probably the best driver swing. Still low, but best driver swing yet for this round. 272. I think I might just need to swing harder. Sometimes, oddly enough, you try to take off a little bit of speed and stake a consistency, but sometimes you try to almost steer the ball, and sometimes that gets you into trouble versus just swinging loose and free and trying to cream the ball. Sometimes you just time things up better, just kind of letting your instincts take over and hitting it hard. Maybe I need to go back towards that, but second shot here into this par 5, 235 down 4, so 231. If I hit the 4 good, 4 hybrid that is, it's going to be too much club, so I'm going 5 iron. Don't really love this club, but we're going to try to get 230-ish out of it. Left it out to the right. Club face was open. It's going to be short right. .221 though on a slicey mishit. There's hope in there somewhere. 33 yards down 1 and we're in the rough. So 32 plus another 3.3. Need about 35 here. Going 56. We'll see. That might be a little bit long left. Ooh, short left. That's one of those. That was probably a good read from the Garmin. It's just the way I'm hitting these wedges. I have a tough time telling what's going to happen on some of these because my consistency's been so bad. But that was weird. That was low in the face towards the heel, but somehow I popped it up and it felt thin. And it's just one of those shots. I don't know if that's going to be 10 yards long or 10 yards short. Still even though. 13th hole par 3, 169 up 2. So, 171 going 8 iron. Been leaving things out to the right, so let's see if I can get my little tennis topspin swing going here. Sling it out to the right and have it come back left. Better. Still a little bit thin, but it's going to turn over left. If anything, that might be long left. Sit, sit. Strained out. That one should have been more towards the left side, but halfway decent shot, 275. That was at least better struck. Did I say 275? 175, if I mistakenly said that. I wish I could hit the 8 iron 275. 14th hole, par 4, still even. 433. Nice open hole again. Let's give the driver another rip. Usually what I've been doing on course, and it's been working out, I kind of open my stance a little bit, and then I kind of twist my body, my hips, and my shoulders towards the right. So I started out to the right, and it comes back, and I've been hitting it a lot better with that. I've been moving the ball back just a little bit. I mentioned in the first round, just because sometimes I feel like when I'm too far up this way, my feet are almost like hanging off. So back here, I can kind of set up more like I would on course, but it's been messing with me a little bit. Nose dive left. That's gonna be like 230. .241. I think we flew at about 230. Bad, bad, bad. 202. Down 1 plus another 20. So 5 iron again. That was hit so horrendously. I hit like 2 inches behind that. That's gonna go nowhere. That kind of hurt my elbows too. I hit that so fat. 143. Granted, it was 20 yards from the rough, but still 163 yard 5 iron. Ay. Well, we got some work to do if we're gonna save par here. 61 yards, down 1 plus another 6, so 66. Going 52 degree. Another hole out would be nice. I hit it really good, but that's gonna be too much. That's gonna either be backside or off the back. Wow. Well, again, either what I'm feeling and doing is just way off, or that was a slight misread, or a combination of both. But bogey there, we broke the par train. I think we strung together a decent amount of pars in a row there. I'm going to take a look at that scorecard, but that one felt like, that one kind of came off the club kind of hot. I thought that was going to be long. Yeah, so I mean, we were on a roll there. Par on the first one, bogey on the second, and then we strung together. That's a bunch of pars in that one bird on 8 in a row. Bogey there, but 1 over, 15th hole, par 5. I was getting my recommended distance with driver back up again, but I've been hitting it bad today, so we're back down towards, like, it's telling me to hit it 257. That's the recommended distance. Not that that matters, but again, it's a barometer of how you've been striking it. A little bit better. That was more of what I was feeling the other day. That one, it felt like dropped my shoulder down a little bit, started up the right, kind of slung it back. Still a little bit low, but that was a little bit more of the feel of when I was hitting it good a couple days ago. 268, still overcooked it left, but and another fairway missed. 228. So we're gonna go for this, but 228 down 4, so it puts us at 224, and then plus another 23. So 224, 244, like 247. We're gonna go 4. Could probably hit the 3 or the 4 hybrid, but we're gonna go 4 hybrid. Let's see if we can get 240-ish, 245 out of it, and find something on the green. Low, started left, should come back right. Get up there. Go. Alright. Not the best struck ball in the world, but we got it there. Birdie. Well, at least we clawed back that stroke from that last bogey. 16th hole, par 4, even through 15, 2, 9, 8. But we got trees, trees, trees. We're gonna go there. We'll see what happens. Probably a really dumb move considering I've hit everything, almost everything low on the face. But we'll see if I can launch it a little bit higher. Still low. That was low and right. Get through there. .259. Maybe I should just listen to Garmin on what they tell me to hit. That was pretty much spot on what they were telling me to hit it. 41. At least we have a shot here. 41, down 1, plus another 4. So 44-ish. Gonna go 52 degree. Best that I can, take about 5 yards off this 50-yard shot. Again, I felt that. Feel like it was gonna be too much, but we'll see. A little bit too much. I thought that was gonna land where it ended, but it should be a par. Two holes left. 17th hole, par 3. 184, up 4. So we're gonna go 7 iron. We need 188. That was a big old pull left. I just remember when I did that. One thing I was doing the other day when I was hitting it well is to exaggerate the feel of that kind of forehand topspin tennis. I don't want this to register, but instead of my regular waggle, I was actually coming back further to really exaggerate that feel of coming from the inside out to the right with that topspin. Maybe I should do that. I don't know why that slipped my mind. I was doing that the other day and it was working out well. I should try that on the next hole. 14 yards in the rough, so we need about 15, 16 yards. Going 60. Basically like what I was saying. Hopefully this doesn't register from a misread, but I'll do it back here, I guess. Basically, usually I kind of go like this, and you guys see me, I kind of go back here to my knee, but the other day I was kind of really exaggerating it, bringing it back to really feel like I'm coming through it that way. Dead straight. Gonna be a little bit too much though, I think. Yep. +1 though. Alright, we made it. 18th hole, par 4. Looks relatively straight. 414. Even par. I was going to say we're not protecting a great score, but it's actually not too bad. But I'm still going to give this one a go. Swing out of my shoes a bit, see if I can square one up. Well, that was very high on the face, but at least it wasn't low. That's a pop up towards the right. If only I could find a happy medium between that and hitting it on the bottom of the face. 275 though. I mean, I guess, like I said, I don't know if it was this video, it kind of all blends together, but higher on the face, you get a obviously higher launching, lower spin shot, so we saw a little more distance out of that versus catching it low on the face. It's spinnier and lower distance. 146 down 3. 143, we're gonna go choke down 9 iron. Then still working on this, about a 145 yard choke down 9. That was actually struck pretty good. That was what I was looking for. We'll see. A little bit short, didn't put enough on it, but at least I hit that decent. +2, should be another par. Alright. So, let's take a look at this. From Westminster Trails in London, Ontario, Canada. Again, courtesy of the loyal and much appreciated subscriber, Uneven Par. We ended up with a even par 70 somehow. Definitely hit it a little bit better this round. The greens regulation, that the irons were better. Driver still very, I was going to say hot and cold, but it was mostly just cold. I don't know if I hit one great the whole round, but 4 out of 12 fairways, not great. Want to be at least 6. 12 out of 18 though, greens regulation, will take that. It's probably about 75%. And then 31 putts, that was actually the same amount of putts last time. The chip in definitely helped. Hit a couple thin ones, but the wedges weren't horrendous. Kind of saved us a few times. So, I mean, even par for a day that I feel like I wasn't particularly playing very good. We'll take that all day long. So, gonna wrap it up here. Again, shout out to Uneven Par for the request. Anyone else out there that you made it through this video, I appreciate you watching. Give me a like, comment if you don't mind. Maybe share the channel to someone that either likes golf, maybe hates the way I swing. Maybe you can chirp me in the comments, but any comments are appreciated. And if anyone else out there wants to see me play a course of your choosing, whether it's your home course, what course you're looking forward to playing, a course you've never been able to play yet, but it's on your bucket list, whatever the case may be. Par 3, municipal, world famous championship course, preferably something I haven't played yet, but just give me the name of the course and the location down in the comments. I'll double check it within Home Tee Hero here to make sure I can in fact play it. Very high likelihood I can, and then I'll add you to the list and hopefully just give me a little bit of background information like Uneven Par did here of maybe a quirky part of the course or why you want me to play it. So that's what I have. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully strike the ball a little bit better next time I come out here, but it is what it is. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.